Hi, in this video, let's look at variance, standard deviation, first quartile, third quartile, and also interquartile range. To determine the first quartile and third quartile, first you need to rearrange all the data in ascending order or descending order first, just like what we do when we are trying to determine the median of a set of data. Okay, now, for part A, you will notice that the data is not arranged nicely. So what I'm going to do here is to rearrange this data. In ascending order or descending order is okay. It's totally up to you. Now here, let me arrange this data in an ascending order first. Okay, so I have rearranged all the data in an ascending order. First, let me determine the median first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 data here. To get the position of the median, 9 plus 1 divided by 2. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So from here, we know that the fifth data is a median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a median. This median divides this set of data into upper half and lower half. Now, focus on this part. The first quartile will be the middle value of this set of data, these 4 data. So since this is an even number, we have 4 number, right? We actually have 2 middle value, but this 2 is not the first quartile. In order to get the first quartile, we need to find the means of these 2 numbers. 2, 4, 5 plus 2, 4, 6, just like what we do when we find the median. Okay, divided by 2. So it's equal to 245.5. So how about the third quartile? Focus here. So same thing, if you cut it like this, you will notice that these 2 are the middle value, right? To get the third quartile, we need to take these 2 middle value, add up together, and then divided by 2. We find the mean of these 2 middle value. So which is equal to 251.5. And the interquartile range is equal to third quartile minus the first quartile. So here will be 251.5 minus 245.5, which is equal to 6. Okay, let me write down the answer here. First quartile is equal to 245.5 and the third quartile is equal to 251.5. Later on, I will show you how do we use this calculator to help us to get the answer. And the interquartile range is equal to 6. Okay, now let's go to variance and standard deviation. I hope that you still remember the formula for variance and standard deviation. Variance is equal to sum of x squared divided by n minus mean square. So if you are able to get the variance, to get the standard deviation, it will be very easy, because standard deviation is just the square root of the variance. You find this one and you square root it. Okay, so first let me find the mean of this set of data first. To determine the variance and standard deviation, you don't have to rearrange the data, it's okay. To find the mean, I think it should be no problem, right? Find the sum of all this number and then divide it by the total number of data, which is equal to 9. Okay, the summation of x is equal to, this should be 2241 is equal to 2241 divided by 9. Okay, just press our calculator. Is equal to 249. Okay, this is mean. And variance, we need to find the sum of x squared. Let me find this one first. Once I get this value, then only I plug in the formula, then it will be easier. So what does it mean by sigma x squared? It means that every number here, you need to square it. 251 square, 251 square plus 248 square plus 245 square, and so on. Okay, so the sum of x squared should be, let me check, 558115. 558115. Okay, now to get the variance, it will be very easy. Just plug in all the value that we got just now into this formula and press our calculator. Variance is equal to sum of x squared, which is this one, 558115 divided by the total number of data. We have 9 data over here, minus mean square, 249 square. Okay, so 558115 divided by 9 minus 249 square. Okay, the answer is 11.78. Standard deviation will be square root of the variance, 11.78. Okay, let me give my answer to correct to 4 significant figures, 3.432. Okay, so this is variance, this is standard deviation. Now, how do we use our calculator to help us to check the answer? Press menu, go to Statistics. You can press 6 or you can use the arrow key to enter this function. One variable. Okay, so if you do not see if you don't want this, if you do not turn on the frequency function, you will actually see this one. Okay, you will only see one column here. So later on, I will show you how if you want to turn on the frequency column, how do we do that? Okay, so here, let me just key in all the data here. You don't have to rearrange it. Just key in what you see here into your calculator. 248. Okay, 245. 250. 256. 246. 248. Okay, so make sure we key in all the data correctly. 245. Okay, we have 9 data. Then press option, one variable calculations. Now, so this one I showed you before, right? When we learned about how do we find the median. Mean is equal to 249. Sigma x is equal to 2241. 2241 here. And sigma x squared is equal to 558115 here. Okay, and the variance 11.78. Standard deviation 3.432. Okay, so this is a way how do we use our calculator to help us check the answer. So if you want to get the first quartile, what do we need to do? Just press the arrow key and look for Q1. Q1 is first quartile. First quartile is equal to 245.5. And the third quartile is 251.5. Okay, so this is a way how do we use our calculator to help us check the answer for first quartile, third quartile, variance, standard deviation, and also median. Median I told you before, right? Okay, now let's go to part B. Same thing, we want to determine the first quartile and third quartile, therefore we need to arrange the data in an ascending order or descending order first. Let me rearrange the data first. Okay, how many data do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, to determine the median, 8 plus 1 divided by 2. So this will tell us the position of the median. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. 9 divided by 2 is equal to 4.5. Therefore, we know that the median is actually the mean of the fourth data and the fifth data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4.5. Yeah. So if you want to find the median, right? Here actually you don't have to find the median because the question does not ask for median. 3.7 plus 3.8 divided by 2. So which is equal to 3.75. Now, this median divide this data, this set of data into upper half and lower half. Now we look at this part. This is the upper half. And this is the lower half. Okay. To get the first quartile, we look at the middle value of these four data. So this is four data, right? So we have two middle value. So the first quartile will be equal to 3.1 plus 3.5 divided by 2, which is equal to 3.3. Same thing for here. If you want to get the third quartile, 4.1 plus 4.6 divided by 2, 4.35. Okay, so the interquartile range is equal to third quartile minus the first quartile, 4.35 minus 3.3. So the answer is 1.05. Okay, let me write down the answer first, and later on I will show you how do we use our calculator to check the answer. First quartile is equal to 3.3, and the third quartile is equal to 4.35. Interquartile range is equal to 1.05. Okay, now let's go to variance and standard deviation. Same thing, we still will be using this formula to help us to get the variance and standard deviation. Okay, to find the mean, I think it should be no problem, right? The sum of all this number is equal to 30.6. Divided by 8, we have 8 data over here. 30.6 divided by 8 is equal to 3.825. Okay, so this is our mean. Now, let me find the sum of x squared. (3.5 square plus 4.1 square plus 3.7 square and so on. Sigma x squared is equal to 120. Okay, now all the important information already got here. So what I'm going to do next is just plug in all this number into this formula. Variance is equal to sigma x squared, which is equal to 120 divided by the total number of data, which is equal to 8, minus mean square, 3.825 square. Okay, just press our calculator. 120 divided by 8 minus 3.825 square. Okay, let me just round off it to 4 significant figures. It will be 0.3694. This is our variance. So standard deviation, just square root this number. Square root 0.3694. Wait, sorry, let me key in again. 0.6078. Okay, this is variance, this is standard deviation, and this is first quartile and third quartile. Let me key in our calculator and check whether our answer correct or not correct. So 3.5 equal and 4.1. You don't have to arrange it. Your calculator can do the job for you. 3.7, 3.8. Make sure you key in all the data correctly. 4.6 and 4.8, 3.0, 3.1 equal option one variable calculation. Okay, mean is 3.825. okay, correct. Sigma x is equal to 30.6. yes, correct. Sigma x squared is equal to 120, correct. And the variance is 0.3694. Standard deviation is equal to 0.6078. Let me check our answer. Okay, correct. And let's go to in the quartile range. Our first quartile is 3.3 and third quartile is 4.35. Okay, so this is a way how we use our calculator to help us check the answer. Okay, now let's look at another types of questions. So this is group data and we are given a frequency table. Now, we actually don't know how many data here they are actually 81, 80, 82, 83 or 84. We just know that this 4 data is within this range, 80 until 84. So we actually need to get the number to represent this class interval. So therefore, we will be using midpoint. So some book will use class mark, it's the same thing. How do we get the midpoint? We take the lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. So 80 plus 84 divided by 2, you will get 82. So later on, I will be using 82 to represent this class interval. Okay, now, before I show you how do we get the variance and standard deviation, let's write the formula for variance and standard deviation first, so that you know what information do we need. Variance, so okay, this is frequency table, we have frequency. I'm going to use this formula. Okay, so this is for variance. Standard deviation, you just square root this whole thing. Okay, so this is standard deviation. So from here we know that we need to find the sum of fx squared and the total frequency and also the mean. Therefore, I already added some row and column here. Now, midpoint. So if I ask you what is the size of this class interval, we know that it's actually 5, not 4, right? So you cannot take 84 minus 80, then you say the size of the class interval is 4, is not correct. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the size is actually 5. So if you want to you don't want to calculate this way, you actually can take 89 minus 84 or 85 minus 80. You will also get 5. Okay, one of the ways to get the midpoint for the next class interval is, since you know that the size of the class interval is equal to 5, right? 82 plus 5, 87. 87 plus 5, you get 92. This is one of the ways. So besides using this method, we also can look at the relationship between the midpoint and the lower limit here. This is 80, this is 82. You will notice that add 2 to this lower limit, right? So we do the same thing for the rest. 85 add 2, you get 87. 90 add 2, 92. 95 add 2, 97. 100 add 2, 102. And 105 add 2, 107. Okay, this is a way to get the midpoint of for each class interval. Now, fx, this is for calculating the mean. So what does this fx mean? It means that you take 4 times 82. Okay, let me show you this one. 4 times 82. F times x is equal to 328. So this is 328. 1 times 87, 87. 0 times 92, 0. So 5 times 97, 485. 12 times 102, 1224. And the last one, 8 times 107, 856. Okay, now we just find the sum of fx. Find the sum of all this number. 328 plus 87 plus 0 plus 485. Okay, so the answer is 2980. 2980. Okay, how about fx squared? Fx squared means that you take the frequency times 82 squared. Take the frequency times the midpoint square. 4 times 82 square, you get 26896. 1 times 87 square, 7596. 7569. This will be 0. And this 5 times 97 square, 47045. And this one 12 times 102 square, 124848. Okay, the last one, 8 times 107 square, 91592. Okay, let me check the answer again. Okay, now next we just find the sum of fx squared. 26896 plus 7569 plus 0 plus 47045, 124848. The last one will be 91592. Okay, the answer here is 297950. 297950. Okay, the total frequency will be 530. Okay, now we already got all the important information. What do we do? What do we need to do next is just plug in all this value into the formula to help us to get the answer. Variance. Sum of fx squared will be this one, 297950 divided by the total frequency, which is 30, minus mean squared. So how do we get mean? I think you still remember, right? This one divided by this. 2980 divided by 30 squared. Okay, this is for variance. Let me calculate it. 297950 divided by 30 minus the mean square. Okay, let me just round off it to 4 significant figures. It will be 64.56. Okay, so since a given unit here is kilogram, so for the variance, we square it, right? So it will be kilogram square. Okay, this is for variance. The answer for variance. So the standard deviation will be square root of the variance. Square root of 64.56. Let me just correct the answer to 4 significant figures. It will be 8.034. 8.034. Okay, kilogram. Okay, so let's say if you want to use our calculator to check the answer, just like you just need to go in the statistic function one variable, you will notice that you don't have the frequency, you don't have the column for the frequency, right? So we are going to turn it on now. Go to setup, shift, setup, search for statistic, on the frequency function. Now you will have two columns, one for the midpoint and another one is for the frequency. Let me key in the midpoint first. 82, 87, 92, 97. Make sure we key in all the data correctly. And 107. Okay, now let me key in the frequency. 410, 410, 5, 12, 8, 5, 12, 8. Okay, then press Option, one variable calculation. Okay, now the mean is 99.33. Okay, if you take 2980 divided by 30, this one is mean, right? You will get this answer. Standard deviation, oh sorry, this is variance. Variance is 64.56. Standard deviation is 8.034. Okay, 034 or 035. If you look at the answer here, you round off it to 4 significant figures, it will be 8.035. So let me check again. Let's say if I press 64.56 and square root it. Okay, I round off it, it should be 8.035, sorry. 8.035. Okay, let me double check again. Square root of 64.56. Correct it to 4 significant figures, 8.035. Okay, correct. Okay, sum of x squared is equal to, in this situation, this is fx squared, 297,950. Okay, correct. And sum of fx is equal to 2980. Okay, correct. So this is a way how do we use our calculator to check the answer for standard deviation, variance, and also the first quartile and third quartile. Okay, that's all for this video. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. If you want to purchase this calculator online, but you worry that you will mispurchase a counterfeit product, you can just go to Shopee and purchase from Casio office store. Before this, I bought my calculator here as well. I already bought 2 calculators from this Casio office store. Both are authentic products. There are 3 colors available now: black, blue, and pink. You can click on the link in the descriptions or just go to Shopee, search for Casio office store. In the search bar, just type Casio office store. Click on it. This is Casio office store. So if you purchase your calculator here, you don't have to worry about the authenticity of the product. Just click on it. You can type the model of the calculator that you want to purchase here, or just go down here, click on scientific calculator. As I told you just now, for this model, there are 3 colors available now: black, blue, and pink. You will notice that there is another model of calculator which look very similar to FX570EX, which is FX991EX. These 2 calculators actually having the same functionality. What is the difference is, for FX991EX, this is two-way power calculator, means that you can use solar energy or battery. There are 3 colors available also for this model: black, blue, and pink. Let me show you some other differences between these 2 calculators. For FX570EX, this is one-way power. You only can use battery. The battery used is AAA battery. If you want to replace the battery, you need to take out 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For FX991EX, this is two-way power calculator. You can use solar energy or battery. If you want to change or replace the battery, you just need to take out one screw. The battery used in this calculator is button cell battery LR44. Okay, that's all for this video. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.